King Charles brought Queen Camilla to tears while in Samoa, and Her Majesty's response might have been fueled by ongoing concerns about her husband's health. "I shall always remain devoted to this part of the world and hope that I survive long enough to come back again and see you," Charles told a crowd. It was a strange thing to say, and I think Camilla had an emotional reaction, a friend told an outlet. Of course it would. She is terrified. They have had a horrendous year. Now with this return to work, she's understandably fearful her husband is rushing it. She just wants him to slow down and prioritize his health. Charles was able to pause his treatment to enjoy his 9-day tour of Australia and Samoa, and royal experts viewed the decision as a positive sign. OK previously reported Charles' team was mindful of his energy levels while spending time in the region. "This is a very, very important development. I think it's very positive. We know that the king has a very holistic approach to his work and his life generally," Richard Fitzwilliams told GB News. "And there's no doubt that the recent trip to Australia and Samoa was tremendously reviving for him," Fitzwilliams shared. Due to his condition, Charles didn't undertake evening engagements to keep his schedule balanced. It should be remembered that there was a free day after they landed. There weren't evening engagements in Australia, and it was very, very carefully balanced by his doctors, Fitzwilliams continued. "But yes, it went splendidly, and indeed I think it was considered something of a triumph, especially in that heat." Charles took a break from public engagements and trips overseas this year, but he is expected to take on more official tours in 2025. It's wonderful news that he feels free to plan spring and autumn trips next year. "We do have to just emphasize that obviously depends on his doctor's advice, and that is so important," the commentator added of Charles' well-being. Given the fact that he hasn't been used to doing anything like this since his cancer diagnosis, he hasn't been able, apart from D-Day, to travel abroad, he continued. "So there's no question that I think he will this Australia and Samoa trip as a personal triumph." Throughout Charles' health battle, Camilla has been by her husband's side. "I think also he will be very grateful for Queen Camilla's help and support. There's no doubt that's been invaluable," Fitzwilliams speculated. "They're a similar age, similar attitudes, similar sense of humor, similar friends. So they are perfectly matched. Thinking back over the years of all the problems that occurred in the past, that's one thing," he stated. "But I think there's no question, especially in a crisis, and this has been a crisis, and he seems to be coming through it splendidly, and it is indeed partly due to her." Sources spoke to the Daily Beast.